Greetings, 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 greetings! Salutations, screwballs. Welcome, wingnuts. My name is Pagliacci, and I'm extra phlegmy today, and hacky, throat hacky today. So please forgive me. I'm already turning that down because it's already piercing my ears. I had a total of 3 cornbread muffins, right before stream, because I ordered Famous Dave's, and they did not deliver my dessert, so I guess they gave me cornbread muffins, extra cornbread muffins, as an apology, which I accepted because their cornbread muffins fucking slap. But boy howdy does that make me phlegm up real bad. So apologies on that front. Today we're going to be spraying Nutsville. We're going to be continuing with POWERWASH Simulator 2. Now that I'm not wearing the headphones, I shouldn't get a wicked fucking headache this time. That's my hope. Boy howdy does that fucking suck. Nothing of the most popular letters. Jesus Christ. That's fully some bullshit. Guppy. Is it just puppy, or it's gotta, it's surely. Yup, alright, cool. Hello, puppy. Hello, kitten. Here we go. I'm so excited. Oh, before that, we must grip and also rip. Hell yeah. Yeah, God. Jesus Christ. Why is it not showing up? There we go. Let me turn this off. Okay. Okay, yes, I can hear. Oops. Start washing. Let's get back into Nutsville. Nutsmith National Ramp. Move my drinks over so I don't accidentally hit them with my mouse. My computer hamster. Me. Well, I don't see a tail, so I think it's pretty sure it's a gerbil. IT guy. Well, then tell me if the computer gerbil is turned on. I can't get that meme out of my head. Is it? Oh, hello there. How do you? I know you rotate. Don't you rotate? Not like. Don't you like do an auto spin? I guess not. I guess I'll go fuck myself. Hunter load. I'll take hunt, please. Between those two options. Hunt or load? Well, you know, I'm not one to turn down a load. I'm not one to turn down a load, you know. Happy month after Pride. Oh, harbor bushes. I thought that said tumor bushes. Yeah. Gunking up the sinuses. Bing, 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 bing. Give me more. Give me more. Harbor boy. Is that a thing? Is this a... No. It's not its own thing. Oh. Now, what is this? Let me take a look. What is this? Oh, a specialist nozzle that can be fine-tuned to the precise pressure desired relative to its area of effect. Is that... double turbo nozzle. Dual rotating 0-degree nozzle that will make a short work of dirt at long... Dual rotating... Oh, I see. Okay. So it's like the triple, but it's a double. Oh, that's a shadow. That's a shadow. 'Twas but a shadow. 'Twas but a tomato. 30 love, Herbert. 30 love. I was at the grocery store the other day. I think about this a lot nowadays. It happened maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I was at the grocery store, and you know those things at the end cap, not the end caps themselves, but it's like a little metal rod that has little clips on it in all down the rod, like a little row or a column of clips, and they'll put like little bags of chips or really cheap like bags of like the little swords that you can put into finger sandwiches or like stir sticks for parties or something. And a it was a set of red Solo cup shot glasses and little tiny ping pong balls. So it's, beer pong or shot pong, I guess. But it was just called activities. The only name on the entire product, I'm sure it had like a slogan or like caution or whatever the fuck. The name of it was activities. And I think about that, frankly, probably too often. I think, oh, I can do activities. Hey guys, do you want to come over to my house for activities? I'm like, I don't want to get arrested. No, thank you. That sounds like something illegal. Oh, that was the big one. That's the big one. But yeah, if anybody wants to do activities, hit me up. I'll set you up with the good shit. The little plastic shot glasses and tiny ping pong, like tiny. They were like the size of marbles, but they were. I was so curious. I felt them. I had to feel like, were they solid or were they hollow inside? They were hollow inside, just like ping pong balls, and they were made of the same stuff ping pong balls are made of, but they were the size of marbles. And it baffles me to this day, as you can clearly tell, because I'm still thinking about it and talking about it at this point. Oh boy. I can't wait to go home and do activities. Can't wait for Stacy to see me do activities at the party. She's gonna think I'm so cool. It's like, Stacy, do you want to do activities with me? I'm calling the police. Stay away from me. I want a restraining order. DNC, please, I'm begging. Oh, man. I was sure she would love my activities. I guess not. Darn. They call me the Activity Meister. They call me the Activity Mustard. Oh, God. What I wouldn't give to have, like... I know I've specified in my debut stream, I was like, this is what I believe the mark of success is. And I still do believe it. Go back and watch in case you are unaware, because I believe it is a unique mark of success, and still rings true to this day. But what I wouldn't give to be so successful that I had a line of condiments. And this might sound out of nowhere, but the thought of activity mustard is what a fucking idea. What a $1 million concept. And it doesn't list any activities that it's for. It's not like great for barbecues, birthday parties, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's just called activity mustard, and it has my name on it, maybe a picture of me, and ingredients. And the website. And the website is like a .tor website. You have to get a Tor browser. You gotta go. It's only on the deep web. And maybe on the website we can have a list of activities. But it's like checkbook balancing, uh, feeding your creature, praying to the worm. Leave in the comments, what do you think would be some good activities for Activity Mustard? What? I saw Don't Stop Believin' pop up on my other monitor for a second, but it was in the spot of on Discord where it's like this person's playing blah blah blah, like this person's playing Marvel Rivals, this person's playing Marvel Rivals for 12 hours, just as an example. But it in that little spot where it's like blah 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 is playing blah 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 is something I didn't check the adjective, I guess watching or something, but it was just Don't Stop. Yep, there it is again. Listening to YouTube music. Okay, that makes more sense. I didn't know that YouTube music showed up on Discord, because I also have YouTube music, and I listen to some heinous garbage. You wanna know what kinds of beans I got here in the village? Why, there's runner beans, navy beans. Hey, are runner beans a real thing? This is a navy village. You like how I cleaned the intensely textured and wonky surface with the flat cleaner, with the cleaner of flat surfaces? I think it's an ingenious idea to waste time. New and time-wasting technology. Miku, Miku, you can go, Miku. They're now listening to Miku. This person on my other monitor. In case you can hear me, keep going. You're fantastic fodder for just really dumb jokes and content to talk about. Uma Musume. They're not playing Uma Musume. Somebody else is playing Uma Musume, but I saw it pop up in my corner. I wonder if that shows up. I don't think it would, because it's a game capture. How does one capture a game when a game is not a physical object? Not anymore, at least. There's only fucking digital copies. The fish sign. Oh, there we go. Market fish sign. Fish market, I mean. Farm field. Harbor showed. Jump. Might as well jump. What have I missed? What have I missed? Ah, that's what I've missed. My wife and children. That's what I missed. That's all done. That's all done. Is there anything? Oh, no, I forget. It's Q now. It's Q. Is there anything in here? Is this secret land? No. Lame. All right, then. Keep your secrets. I know something crazy. I've never watched Lord of the Rings. Never in my life have I watched Lord of the Rings, Mission Impossible. I have watched Star Wars. Jaws, never seen Jaws. Never seen any. Oh, it's a short-lived 4-year-old. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. I'm almost tempted. I don't know if it can. It says possible ban evader monitoring. I don't know if it shows up on in the chat. But it's, oh God, it's one of those fucking, hold on, I'm gonna take a screenshot for it. This is going in the shorts, in my khaki shorts. It's fucking, hold on, there we go. I'm really bad at multitasking. And then of course I'll have to uh, to censor the actual website because I don't want to give anything to them. But the username is short-lived 4-year-old V. My apologies, but I'm almost tempted to not ban them because, by God, what a name! Because it's always like luscious XQZ. I almost XQC. Luscious TXD4 9V, some shit like that. It's always like two random fucking words, like an Xbox username, or like what's that one? Is it Catbox? Is catbox.moe the one that is every? No, it's not that. It's Imgur. Is it Imgur? That every picture is like luscious potato aardvark scooter instead of just letters and numbers. It's like that. But short-lived, if that was truly just luck of the draw and those were the two that it came up with, short-lived and 4-year-old, because it's short_lived, no space, lived 4 is one word, short_lived 4_year_old V. So I'm thinking short-lived and 4-year-old V, or short-lived and 4-year-old and then V, were just like random polls. And holy shit, dude. MVP of the stream. Astronomer beans? Damn. Space beans, bro. Like the Martian, I think? Or did he grow potatoes? He might have done potatoes. 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 But yeah, Hobbit, never seen. Jaws, never seen. Or rather, Lord of the Rings. I mean, I've never seen The Hobbit either. Never watched Game of Thrones, but that's just because TV doesn't really interest me. Anime, I watch a lot of anime, but that's the only, like, sometimes maybe cartoons, but, like, not often at all. The only sound and visuals content that I watch that isn't YouTube and is typically about 20 minutes per episode is anime. I've never seen any of the, like, classic horror movies. Never seen Friday the 13th. Never seen Halloween. Never seen Nightmare on Elm Street. Never seen Scream. Never seen, I mean, Saw isn't really a classic, but I have seen... No, I haven't seen Saw. I've just watched so many videos about Saw that it feels like I've seen Saw. But I've never seen Saw. Any of them. And lastly, garbage collector beans. Hell yeah. Important for the economy. Important for infrastructure. Important for everything, really. Never seen Trick or Treat, but I think his name is Sam. Never seen Chucky. That's another one. I have seen Hellraiser. I fucking love Hellraiser. I watched 1, 2, and 3 because 4 is 4 the one where they're in fucking space? Is that 4 or is that 3? I can't remember. I watched parts of I believe it was 7 as well because it's so just they went fully off the walls after 2. 2 was already cutting it, but let me see. Hellraiser. Oh, let me see what 3 is. Hellraiser 3. Which one? Oh, wait. Then what was Hellraiser 2? Have I not seen Hellraiser 2? Oh, right. Hellraiser 2 is the one that takes place mostly in hell, I guess. Or no. I don't remember much. Right. Hellraiser 1 is the one with the dad. Hellraiser 2 is the one with the psychiatrist. Hellraiser 3 is Hell on Earth. Hellraiser 4, I believe, is where they're in space. Yup. Hellraiser 4 is suddenly it's far in the future and they're in fucking space. And I think that's it's a little, even for me, a little too much. Um Hellraiser 7 is not what I'm thinking of. Hellraiser Hellworld. Which one was that? Hellraiser 8. Hellraiser 8 is Hellworld. And I've seen a little bit of it because it's got fucking Henry Cavill in it. And I'm like, huh? What? Huh? Why? Where are you? Why are you here? Gerald? Well, I've never seen The Witcher either. Never played The Witcher. Oh my god, if y'all knew the games I never played, there would be a fucking riot. I feel like that might be a good idea for a stream someday, is playing games for the first time, because the amount of games I have never played is the amount of just pure classics that everybody's like, if you haven't played this, you're not a gamer. I'm like, I guess I'm not a gamer. Imagine if I never played Minecraft. I have played Minecraft. That is not an issue here. Let me think. Halo, Crash Bandicoot, fucking what else? Resident Evil, Silent Hill, any. And when I say Resident Evil and Silent Hill and Crash Bandicoot and blah blah blah, I mean any game, any of the games in the franchise, any of the games in the series, even side games or anything like that. So Halo, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Crash Bandicoot. Oh, thought I saw something change on my other monitor, but I'm fully going insane, I guess. What else? What else? I've played Call of Duty. Like some. I've played Black Ops 1 and 2, and I think that's it. Or Modern Warfare as well. If you count not having anybody to play with and not knowing how to go online, so just like running around the maps by yourself, if you count that as playing the game, then yes, I've played the game. There's also that it wasn't zombies. There was that mode that wasn't zombies, but it was basically zombies, because it was enemies coming at you in waves, and you could buy things and you had to reinforce and whatever. But it wasn't zombies, because it was just plain old, I think, terrorists or something. Guerrillas, as in guerrilla warfare guerrillas. What else? What else? Any FromSoft game. I've never played a single FromSoft game, and that's for good reason, because I feel like I would lose my fucking marbles fully, even more than I already have somehow. But no Dark Souls games, no Bloodborne, no Sekiro. I think it's Sekiro is the one that FromSoft made. Rayman, even though that's a little less of a full-on classic, everybody knows about it. Well, I have played I have played Rabbids Go Home. That is the only, if you count that as a Rayman game, that is the only Rayman game I've played. Most Mario games, I've played Sunshine, and I've played Super Mario World, I believe. Super Mario World is the one with the Charge and Chucks. If that is Super Mario World, then I've played Super Mario World. I've played Sunshine. Never played Odyssey, never played Galaxy or Galaxy 2, never played any of the classic ones. I have played a bunch of Sonic. I was very much a Sonic head when I was younger. I was very much the autistic kid that liked Sonic a little too much. And what do you know? I'm a fucking furry now, so who would have guessed? Assassin's Creed, never played. But yeah, there are tons of games that I just never played because either I could never buy them, or I never really had an interest or anything like that. Grand Theft Auto, I played like the tiniest bit of 4 once. I think I got like past the first mission in the story, but I was like, this sucks, and I put it down. Fallout, I played a little bit of Fallout New Vegas, just the tiniest bit. But again, I was a little too young to understand how exactly game progression worked. So I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is hard. I quit. I've played Borderlands. I've played Saints Row. But yeah. I love Borderlands. Borderlands is fucking great. Hated the movie. The movie pissed me off. For most of the reasons that it pissed off a lot of other people. Ding. It's not connected. Oh, it's a tree. That's why. Ding. Oh. Okay, there we go. It's always hard to kind of judge what's better, or like how much better something is than the other, and yeah, what's better, but like pros and cons, because like, okay, never mind, that's a bit of a, that's a fairly clear, but like, how much better is it when you have the best ones? What, it's like, what's good enough is always a little hard to tell. I'm really bad at stuff like that as well, so it's like my brain just can't, it doesn't function in that way. When I'm tasked with finding the statistical differences between two things, unless it's like really easy stuff, like, I mean, that wouldn't even be statistical. I was about to say like whether like a I don't know why my brain is only thinking a gun, but if a gun is like rapid fire or single shot, I don't know, fucking semi-automatic and automatic, there you go. If it's like that, then yeah. But if it's like the rate of fire or the like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Because gun is also not a great example, even though this is a watered gun. My mind just don't do it. Simply don't. If it's something that doesn't have a clear number that I can immediately grasp, I suppose, would be a way to put it. Because like, how am I supposed to judge that versus that? Especially when it's like, there's like already, I mean, I guess, you know, now that I do it, it's a little bit easier. But shut up. But shut up. But have you considered shut up? And fuck you. because don't embarrass me. Because I'm right. And I wanna, and I'll die on this hill. And it's my house, and Mom said I'm the one who gets to win this time. Mom said I get to play too. Hell yeah. Spraying, spraying, spraying. Spraying, river spraying. Spraying, spraying, spraying. Ride, ride. Sounded like a Dalai Lama, except it really didn't. I got it. if I had to clean a specified area, like a specified square, with this nozzle versus the triple nozzle, it would probably be closer. It would probably be pretty close as to the speed at which I could clean them each. It would probably be about the same, but I couldn't, for the life of me, tell you which nozzle was better at what in cleaning that square. All I know, all my brain knows, is that they cleaned the square in a certain amount of time. And I don't. And when two of them are so similar, I don't know what to pick. Indecision. What's it called? Is it indecision paralysis? Executive dysfunction, whatever? I think I have both of those. I think. I know I have both of those. Because good lord have I suffered because of it. I wouldn't say suffered. I've said, well, I haven't suffered. I haven't thought any of it. I haven't thought to myself, this is suffering. But it has caused difficulty in my life. We'll put it that way. Hell yeah. I love the extensions because it's like, I get that it's for like high up places, but for stuff like this, it's just, I am, it's as though my body were across the river. And I'm just that lazy that instead of just walking over, I'm gonna put these giant fucking hoses, these giant fucking tubes on my power washer, just so I don't have to move like 5 feet, you know. It's got a fucking distance though. Like, goddamn. Look at this fucking shit. I don't have to move a goddamn muscle, or I don't have to move my fucking feet at all, as I am moving muscles, even in the real world. Aw, oh, come on, man. Aw. Oh. What do you mean I can't reach over there? That's bullshit. I'm gonna see how much I can clean from this spot. I'm gonna make sure that, except for stuff that's fully out of reach, like, oh. Hold on. Hold thine horses. Even this seems like it has a bit of a range. Jeez. Ooh! Ooh, look at that. God damn, dude. God damn, dude. Let's make sure that it's... Okay, but I can't reach there. Isn't this that, like, adjusting nozzle? Self-adjusting nozzle? Something? Alright. I wanna clean every single thing that I can see with my own eyes, and then we'll be able to see, like, the lines of where things were cut off, you know? Like, perspective type shit, like MC Escher and whatnot. It'll look cool. Trust me, it'll look cool. It'll look very super cool. I promise. I promise. It would have looked better if there was more, if it was just flat dirt. instead of like speckled now that I've cleaned some of it. It's actually probably not going to look very cool from here. Nope. There we go. Hell yeah. From the back row. Hell yeah. It's cool that I can fully clean something from this far away. Find that humorous and funny. Funny clown. Funny clown is calling you. I had a friend in college named Ace. Strangest fucking person I've ever known in my entire life. Exact birthday countdown. Countdown. COWNDOWN. Cown. Sorry, something popped up on my other monitor. I had a friend in college named Ace, who was the weirdest fucking person I've ever met. And I say this because I was reminded of Funny Clown is Calling You, which was a meme he sent me once. This was a long time ago. Long before things like John Pork and like brain rot bullshit like that, that man, I believe, predicted the future in terms of just full brain rot, absolute garbage brain rot. He would send me memes of that caliber constantly, and he was making them a lot as well. Yeah, I remember he sent me one was a just a monkey on a golf course, like a chimpanzee or something, and just said the Moon Lord, and then in the bottom text was the Night Child. He sent me one that I have on my phone, and let me see if I can find it. But actually, I don't even need to find it. It was I know exactly what it is and what it says. It was a picture of Tim Curry as the like demon lord or whatever in the movie. What is that movie called? Is it just called Legend? Myth? Something like that? It's called something really lame like that. Tim Curry demon Legend. It's just called Legend. It's a picture. If you look up Tim Curry Legend and go to Google Images, it is the first picture. It is that picture of him standing. The Lord of Darkness is what he's called. It was a different aspect ratio and is a little like further zoomed out because you can see that he's standing on a cliff, but he's holding that staff thing, and in just not even impact font. It was like just a blocky font, like sans serif or something, and it says Everett Groening is the top, and the bottom is and Tipperoo ba 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 ba. That's it. That's the whole meme. Let me find it. Actually, I'm gonna fully find it. He also had a mannequin. He had a child mannequin that not in that way. He did not own it in that way. It was fully clothed, and he found it fully clothed in the dumpster of a Macy's, and he named it Melvin. And I have pictures of Melvin hanging by his feet from the water pipes in our college dorm. At least I think I have pictures of Melvin hanging from the pipes. Where? He also introduced me to... Oh, here it is. Everett Groening, Tipperoo, and Baba 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 Ba. 10 Bas, 10 BAs. Everett Groening, Tipperoo, and Baba 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 Ba. And it is a very grainy picture of Tim Curry as the Lord of Darkness and Legend. He sent me a meme of 3 clip art alligators with holding a trumpet and an umbrella each, And it says, "Greetings. On July 14th, 2019, I will be shutting off my personal computer for good. My mobile phone will be disconnected and melted with thermite. I shall burn all of my identification, money, and papers. Then I will commence my walk eastward into the rising sun. Eastward, ... into the rising sun." We also made a bunch of like threat. We made a whole list of ideas and threats. God, a lot of these memes are so nostalgic. Uh, like we had a bunch of ideas, like Captain Speed Bump. We thought of Captain Speed Bump together, which is a delusional homeless man that lies out in the middle of the road. I fucking still love Captain Speed Bump. Um, we had two fake show ideas that we would never actually do because it's like fucking. I don't know if I should say them actually, because they're not exactly the type of stuff that you get canceled for, but it is definitely the type of humor that I don't want to become my humor constantly. It's very like Soup humor, like Soup the YouTuber. Not fully that bad, but like pretty bad, you know. So I won't say them. But they're very funny. They're very funny, very funny. But yeah, we had Captain Speed Bump. Um, I also have pictures of Melvin. We ended up uh, cutting a hole in Melvin's chest so we could put a speaker in there. So he became our speaker. And we found out that the from the chest area to the head is connected, like it's all hollow in there, and you can reach up into the head through the chest. And so we put a flashlight in Melvin's head, a very powerful flashlight that turned his face a fluorescent neon red. It's like when you put a flashlight behind your finger and it's like red and kind of orangish. It was like that. Because of course Melvin is colored to look like a white person. And then I visited him, and then I dropped out of college after the first year, and then I visited him in his third year, and not much had changed about him, but Melvin did now don a luchador mask. A very oversized luchador mask for his head, for his teeny tiny head. To fucking, like, nuclear flash shadows. Jesus Christ. This one. That's the button. And then I want to... Bang, 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 bang. Sometimes I talk about stories, and I'm like, I want to talk about the story. I want to talk about this thing. But also I want to save it. Because, like, if you're talking about things this early on, where, let's be honest, not many people... Let me check. Yeah, nobody's watching. Yeah, nobody's watching on either. When you talk about things when nobody's watching like this, then it's like, I want to talk about it again once people are watching, once a lot more people are watching, because then people can, like, react and laugh, and it'd be funny, and people will clip it and whatnot, and blah, 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 this and that. But it's like, I don't know. I'd feel a little awkward saying the same thing that I've said, talking about this something that I've already talked about before. And I'm sure I'll forget. I forget a lot very easily. Well, I mean, I guess that's the end of it then. Because if I forget that I've talked about it, then I'll just end up talking about it again, and I won't have to worry. But people will see the VODs and stuff, and they'll be like, you talked about this already. Like, okay, my bad. But I'm the type of person who, when I learn a new joke, I tell it to everybody, And as soon as I've told it to you, I immediately forget that I told you. So the next day I'm like, dude, I learned this great fucking joke. And they're like, sure, what is it? And I'm like, so this guy, and they're like, you told me this yesterday. I'm like, shit, really? Damn it. Fuck you, past me. Now I'm in a bad mood and I feel like murdering somebody. And they're like, where will you find somebody to murder? I feel like murdering somebody that's in really close proximity. I'm like, oh, good luck with that, I guess. Bye. See you later. Like, damn, fair. Very schnuff. My throat feels gross. Do you ever get that throat feeling where your throat feels real bad and like scratchy and hoarse and whatever? Or not even hoarse. It's like when you get sick, you get this feeling in your throat where the roof of your mouth a little ways back is covered in like bumps, like really small bumps. But you can definitely feel them with your tongue and with your thumb. Not as much with your thumb, but definitely with your tongue, you can feel them very easily. And your throat just feels awful. And sometimes I just get that. Sometimes I just get that. And it fucking sucks. And I wish it would stop. Mountain Chalet. The last time I saw the word chalet. Oh, I'm not even thinking of chalet. I'm thinking of chateau. I was gonna say the last time I saw chalet in a video game was Pokemon Diamond, but that was chateau. So that is not the last time. That is the first time I've seen the word chalet in a video game. Maybe I won't say that because I don't know how. I was gonna say, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything because I'll say this. There was a place, an establishment nearby me that had that word in it. That doesn't fucking matter. Nobody's gonna find this, probably. There used to be a restaurant nearby called Chalet Pizza, and that's what made me think of it. But the reason for my hesitancy was I don't know how widespread that restaurant is, or if it was just like the one there. The pizza sucked, so I can't imagine they were spread too far. But maybe because some of my family liked it. But I fucking hated it. It was disgusting. But I was like, that's the only place I've heard the word chalet. Of course, we got King and Queen Bean, too. They're up there in the high towers of Castle Casserole. You might not be able to see it straight away. It's covered in a huge clump of cryptid fur or something dirt. It definitely looked like that second to last word was cryptid. But for some reason, couldn't tell you why, that don't feel right. Or maybe it does. He did talk about how he had a fucking feud with Bigfoot. Oops. This one. I wonder, could I just do it like this, maybe? Mayhaps. That might make it easier. I hope these little splotches won't come back to bite me in the fucking ass. Won't come back to bite me in the dick. There goes meat substitute. She was in my lap. She's been in my lap for a while. Oh, she's just sitting beside me. Okay, that's alright. You can do that. I'm gonna scoot in a little, though. Okay. Here we go. My chair has immediately rolled itself back to where I was before. So, never mind about that, I guess. Never mind about that, I guess. Oh, by mean substitute. She's abandoned me. She's abandoned her parent. Her familial. She's abandoned her familial. Abandoned. This is abandonment babuse. I have abandonment issues. Ooh! Ooh! God damn! God damn, son! Oh, I see. Okay. I was like, I didn't think I cleaned that much of it already. But it's in chunks. It's in chunks. We're gonna... Oh, whoops. There we go. There we go. Much better. Much better! Much better! Whoop, I got an outskirts tree. Lucky me, I got an outskirts tree. You think people these days know why it's called the Mandela effect? You think people these days know why it's called the Mandela catalog? Oh, wait, no, it's because it's Mandela County. But also, well, I mean, I don't know. Is it called the Mandela effect or the Mandela catalog and named Mandela Counting because of the Mandela effect? Or was that just, did they just come to that idea separate from the Mandela effect? Because for all you youngins out there, which aren't watching, because first of all, nobody's watching, but second of all, the stream is set to not made for kids. It's called the Mandela effect because people swore that in 2009, people were like, I swear to God, Nelson Mandela died in jail in 2009 or 2001, one of the two. But then he died in like 2014, and it made news, and people were like, wait a fucking second. I thought he was already dead. I thought he died in jail. But no. He survived jail. And the reason I bring up the Mandela effect is because I was like, look at me, I cleaned a tree. And I was like, what else rhymes with free, or with tree? And I was like, free. Nelson Mandela. I don't know why Nelson Mandela was the only thing I could think of after the word free. But why the hell not? Why the hell not? You know, life's too short. Bam. Kaboom foam-tastic. Train carriage. Eh. I did clean the train. Okay, good. Badak Bradge. Bredge Pedge. Bing. Come on. There we go. I've already cleaned these train tracks. Meh. Fuck off. Fagoof, please. Fagoof. There we go. Oh, I don't know how that did it, but I guess that did it. Cool. Where, oh where upon this bush is dirty. Found it. I found where, oh where upon this bush is dirty. There, oh there upon this bush is dirty. Or there, oh there upon that bush is dirty. Because I'm no longer... It is no longer the subject of mine viewpoint. Mine viewing point. Point of viewing. Point of view! I don't know why I didn't realize that viewpoint and point of view are basically the same thing. I mean, not basically. That's the same thing. That's the same fucking words. Same exact saying. Same shit. Same but different. Because point of view is also... Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of field of view. I was like, point of view is also a setting. Graphics setting. Video games. Wait, no, that's field of view, my guy. My fella? Feller, I hardly know her. Delicious water. Sorry if that picked up on camera, on mic. I apologize if Mike picked that up. Fucking Michael. What an asshole. What an asshole. What an asshole. Ah, Jesus. What an asshole. I can't do it. Look at the way he slurps up his soup. What an asshole. There we go. I had this gripe about the first Power Wash Simulator, and I have this gripe about this current Power Wash Simulator, the sequel, is I don't understand the point of these power washers that have the chunky back to it. It just blocks my field of view more than the other one. And it's always the more powerful ones. Is that true to life? Is that a real thing, that the more powerful power washers have these fucking things on the back? If that's the case, why? Why do they have those? What's the point? I feel like it wouldn't make that much of a fucking difference to have a little bit more space to put something else in there. I mean, who knows really, because I don't know, truthfully, because technology is amazing. You can totally fuck robots. Technology has progressed to the point where we can fit quite a lot of stuff in that small amount of space. So maybe that really is the case. Entirely possible. But it doesn't feel like it, you know? The vibe isn't there. Not a vibe. Not a vibe! There's too much hateration and holleration. Bing. Okay, I'm getting rid of short-lived 4-year-old. Ban them. Goodbye, short-lived 4-year-old. You were, despite your name, quite long-lived. Truly breaking the mold for short-lived 4-year-olds everywhere. Mold breaker. I always thought that mold breaker, or rather for the longest time, I thought the ability mold breaker had to do with mold, like rot and not dandruff, what's the word? Mildew, rot and mildew type of mold. Not like and not the phrase breaking the mold. Because at that point, the only time I'd ever heard the phrase breaking the mold or break the mold was in All-Star by Smashed Mouth. Smashed Mouth. Which, by the way, not the best song. Heresy, I know, but I believe Walking in the Sun is a fantastic song. Or Walking on the Sun, sorry. It ain't no joke, I like to fly the world, the talk and teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. That's not how the song goes. It ain't no joke, I like to fly the world, the talk and teach the world to sing in perfect harmony and teach the world pick the tigers and lions. Just like everyone, and just like passion, it's a passion. So don't delay, act now, supplies are running out. Wait a lot for you to arrive, 6 to 8 years to arrive. And if you follow, there may be a tomorrow, but if the offer's shun, you might as well be walking on the sun. Might as well be walking on the sun. It ain't no joke, I'd like to fly the world to talk and teach the world to sing in perfect harmony and teach the world to snuff the fires and the liars. This is a love attack, and back. It's just like everyone, and just like that. Okay, that's enough of that. But when I finally realized how the song does go in my brain, I was very happy and started singing it out of joy because it's a great song and it has some banger-ass remixes. I don't know why it was decided that Walking on the Sun was the song that remixers went fucking crazy on, but most remixes of that song are fantastic. Like club remix type deals. real good shit. Funfair tree. That's funfair. I want a golden foil. I want a foil, Daddy. Daddy, bring me a foil. I was Charlie in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in my high school play. And my classmate, who was a grade above me, was Uncle Joe, or was it Grandpa Joe? I don't remember. Whatever. He brought in a family heirloom cane to use as his cane because it was a very small school, like a really small school, and so there wasn't a lot of budget for the theater, so we just made do with whatever people could bring in. And he brought in a cane that was his family heirloom to use as his cane, and I broke it. I accidentally snapped it in half, and I felt so bad. And also, that was when I was still so unregulated or dysregulated, because none of the meds that I had were working still. That I cried for, I think, 2 hours in the bathroom, and they just called off practice because also I was a selfish fucking brat. And I was like, oh, woe is me. I feel so bad about this. I'm such a piece of shit. Whatever. But it's woe is me. Because I feel so bad that I did this. So I'm gonna go cry, even though it's not my fucking thing. And I'm the one who did it. And so I should feel sorry for the person that I did that to. But no, I was like, I'm gonna go cry. Very self-centered individual I was. Still am to an extent. But not nearly as much as I was. I have had... So I've been on what we'll call a bit of a journey. I'm still nowhere near a great person. I'm still a fucking piece of garbage, I'll be honest with you. And I mean, to an extent, that is like self-conscious, self-esteem issues. But also, a lot of that is just kind of fact about the things I think about and whatnot. But I used to be so much worse. And for about maybe 2 years ago, for 3 years until then, 3 years until 2 years ago, I had no memory of the time before I was like maybe 16. I just did not know anything. Like, I could conjure up memories and think about them from my point of view, but I couldn't like extrapolate the kind of person I was back then, or what people thought of me, or what my relationships were like back then, or anything like that, or like how my family was around me or not around me. I just could tell you about things that happened to me and tell you about them from my point of view. That's all I could do. That's all I could remember. And slowly, over these past 2 years, I have regained more and more of my memories of in the sense in the other senses, not just memories of what happened to me from my point of view, but of the type of person I was back then and how my relationships were and how my family was. And dear God, I was not good. I was such a piece of work, and I was so difficult for my parents and for my siblings and for everybody around me. Good fucking Lord. For my teachers. And I feel so bad because my teachers were really great. A lot of them were, at least for the most part. They were great people. But I just fucking took all of that for granted, and I was a terrible person. Hey, speaking of cryptids, have I told you that I finally saw Bigfoot? I'd hope you've been feuding with him for years, haven't you? That's what you told me. Tense. Oh yeah, saw it a few times, and let me tell you, it's far more intelligent than we realized. Yeah, probably, I imagine. It's like SCP-1000. The super civilization of Bigfoots that we ended up wiping out and dumbing down, making everybody forget the memories of them, or making everybody forget their existence, or whatever. I fucking love SCP. I don't really have hobbies or hyperfixations of like topics. Like I have a weirdly enough, I have a hyperfixation of washing dishes. I like to wash dishes very specifically, and I really try to make them real clean. I strive for perfection in dishwashing technology, but SCP is one of those few things where, even though I don't really have hyperfixations, it's the closest thing I could have to a hyperfixation, I think. Because there are times when I don't think about it nearly as much, but every single time I have thought of it or gotten back into it, since the moment I found out about it, I am like, this is one of the coolest fucking things. And it's incredible, and more people should know about this. And I want to learn every single thing about it. I had for a few, maybe 2 years in my past, I was dedicated to read every single entry and to know every single SCP, like catalog memory type shit. Like an old high school teacher I had, because I went to a Christian high school, fucking didn't turn out great. But one of my religion teachers memorized every single passage in the Bible, every single one, and if you named a random one, he would recite it word for word from, I think, the King James Bible. But I was like, I want to have that, but like SCP, that type of catalog memory, but for SCP. And I got a fair bit in, because like there's a lot more to each entry than you think. There's like the containment procedures and the description, but there's also like addendums and files and this and that and the next thing. And then I got to around 600, I think, and like, no, I think it was farther than that. I want to say it, like, I'm like almost 1,000, something like that. But the further you go on, the more convoluted the SCPs become. And oh, that was weird. Hello? What is going on? My earbuds are acting up. Anyway, it bothered me. And that's not the reason I stopped. Well, it was partially the reason I stopped. Another one of the reasons I stopped was because it was just so much information, and I get bored of things quickly. Not to say that I got bored of SCP, but I was tired of reading every single one. I was like, oh, I don't know. I just recently found out manga exists. I want to read that. I want to watch anime. Because it was around the same time that I started watching anime, which my first one was Gurren Lagann, which I do not regret, even though I cried my fucking eyes out. But yeah, the further, the higher the number is on SCP, the more it's like, there's probably a meme out there that is like I wouldn't know the exact wording of it because I haven't seen it, but I guarantee you the vibe of it is any SCP before 400 is Big Slappy's Crab Shack, and it's a crab shack that if you go into it, you find yourself in a different dimension where people are crabs. And any SCP after 1000 is called Returnals or Ophanim External, and it starts off as a story of back in the day. It presents itself like fucking R.R. Tolkien lore. It presents itself like that, like the fucking Silmarillion, which I haven't read. I just know the gist of it, where it's like 500 years ago there were the 7 kings of the kingdom, and the jewels of the blah blah blah, and you had to have the jewels for the next king to the kingdom to be chosen, and blah blah blah, and this and that and the next thing. And it's so utterly incomprehensible unless you have a like higher than high school reading degree And it's like, I just want to know about the funny cowbell that makes you go crazy. I want to know about the disc, that red disc that when you touch it sends you to a different dimension of, like, it looks like Dune, where there's the sand and the worms. I don't remember what I think, was it called the Mars disc, something like that. I don't remember exactly what it did, but it was something like that. Or the gas mask that sends you to the dimension where the tall, lanky, pitch black humanoid things are, and as long as you don't touch them, they're docile or whatever. Or the back rooms, except just kidding, the back rooms aren't an SCP. Gotcha. Psych bitch, you thought. Um, but now they're all like account logs of. They're not objects anymore. They're events and happenings. It presented in story format, and some of them are good. Sometimes they are an event. Well, yeah, sometimes they're great. There's the one, I don't remember what number it is, but it's presented as a story about this group of friends in this little town who like the weather forecasts are all like, oh, it's gonna be a big one this time, real big rainstorm, and the friends are like, oh, whatever, we'll just hang out or something, and it's a really fucking bad rainstorm, and like they can't see anybody, and I think like the rain hurts them or something, and they can't call anybody, they can't find anybody, and slowly they like each one of them goes off in the rain in search of something or whatever, blah blah blah, and then the story ends, and then it presents like SCP-748 or whatever number it is an event in which a rainstorm in this small town in like Gary, Indiana or whatever the fuck, a rainstorm happens and every single resident is replaced by a new version of themselves. And it's like, fucking what? I love the trope that I love is like a first-hand account that is so balls to the wall, you're like, what the fuck is happening? And it's got twists and turns, and then it switches after the end. It switches into, this is the explanation, and here's the scientific data behind it. Maybe not scientific, but like, here's the explanation of what the fuck just happened. After you read this bonkers fucking account of like somebody's diary or whatever. I think it was presented as like a girl's diary, like watching like the Mist style, like her and her friends holed up in a supermarket or whatever, and one by one they're like, I gotta go find my family or some shit like that. And then suddenly I think another version of her shows up, and in her mind she knows she must go into the rain or some shit like that, some like eldritch, like she knows that there's something beyond there that she must do, blah blah blah. And then it's like, SCP-748 is a natural phenomenon located in occurring once a year in Pontinen, Pennsylvania, in which a massive rainstorm happens that melts or liquefies the bodies of every single individual in that town, then reforms them as themselves without the prior memory of anything happening that day. And it's like, oh, okay. I just went through all this shit. I hate that there's this one specific, like, comparison of the feeling that it gives me, and it's so stupid and gross. But you know how ADHD people, it's like, I think there was a quote from Aaron Hansen that made it, that was like such a succinct way to put it, whereas like, I tell my brain to give me the happy chemical, and the brain is like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of that in my life. And you're like, fucking fine, whatever. But then you look at a building sideways, and your brain is like, oh, here's that happy chemical you ordered. And you're like, why? I was looking at a fucking building. And so the, like, such specific, weird, different things give me the exact same feeling. And the only other thing that reminds me of the feeling that I get from a harrowing account that is followed by a scientific explanation of what happened is pictures of a gangbang followed by of those role play Pornhub gangbangs where it's like, oh, these the construction workers are like angry at their boss or whatever, and then there's like a picture afterwards of like the girl smiling because she's like supposed to be very very fakely going like, oh no, whatever, I don't want this, blah 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 blah, but then there's a picture of her smiling and like holding a cup of coffee and like wearing a towel or like wearing a blanket, and you're like, oh, she's fine. It gives me the exact same feeling as that. And that's the wildest fucking shit I could have probably possibly said in that moment. But it's the same. It's just the same feeling. Corporate wants you to identify the differences in those pictures, but it's the same picture. Gangbang of a girl followed by a picture of girl happy and safe equals harrowing account of a supernatural phenomenon with eldritch horror and what's the word, traits, I guess, followed by scientific description of said event. Same thing, which is fucking wild. But yeah, that's how my brain works, at least. But anyway, that's my gripes about the SCP community. I don't know how to get past that. I don't know what to do now. What do we talk about? What do I talk about at this point? And how come nothing is dinged in the past what feels like 50 years? Feels like I haven't dinged a single thing since I came out the fucking womb, something past 1,000 years ago. Something beyond that. How much beyond, I do not know. Blah, blah, blah. Lore, lore, lore. Lore dump, lore dump, lore dump, lore dump. Get lore dumped, get lore dumped, get lore dumped. Scrap, 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 get lore dumped, get lore dumped. God, these fucking earbuds are killing me. They feel fine. They're so cutty outy. They cut out so much. Bothersome. Bothersome. Bothersome, 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 bothersome. Remember that fucking song? I'm gonna pop some tags. I got $20 in my pocket. Fuck Macklemore. Not for any particular reason. I'm sure he's a very nice guy. He's very nice to his grandma. Another way to view it is he used his grandma for content. Which, I mean, fair play, I guess. I don't know. I'm not much into many modern rappers. Very much not into white rappers. Except Atmosphere. I did like Atmosphere. And... oh, Baby No Money. I fucking love Baby No Money. So that definitely counts as a white rapper. But, like, 2010s white rappers, not my style. 2010s rap, also not my style. I will say I may be one of those people who's like, I like everything except for rap and country. But it all comes with exceptions. I like certain. I fucking love Baby No Money. I love Orville Peck. I fucking love Orville Peck, and some of his songs are very Johnny Cash-esque and Elvis-esque, but a lot of his, some of his songs are also very like Luke, whatever his name is. My mind says Luke Cage, but that's not. That's not that. Um, not very like. It's not like Dolly Parton or Reba McEntire. It's like fucking God, what are their names? What are the names of those people? I don't know. I can't remember. That'll kill me. But I don't care. I don't care all that much. Because again, I don't care much about those musicians. Luke, what's his nuts? But Orville Peck's great. Johnny Cash is great. Willie Nelson. Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire. Fantastic. Parsons? Why does the name Parsons sound right? Let's just do country Luke Combs or Luke Bryan. Those guys. I really don't like that kind of country. Hey, thanks, my tractor's sexy. Feel like that. God forbid, fucking Applebee's on a date night type shit. Hate that. But some of it's great. Some country's fantastic. A lot of rap I hate, but like Lil Darky, love Lil Darky. Baby No Money, Tupac, of course, Biggie Smalls, Busta Rhymes, fantastic stuff. But like, and I hate to say it, XXX Temptation, Tentacion. I don't know how to pronounce it. Not a big fan. Drake, no. Kendrick Lamar is all right. I like Childish Gambino and Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X more than Childish Gambino. I did not like Country Roads. Go figure. I fucking don't like country that is Billy Ray Cyrus core. A lot of this is just stuff I don't like and stuff I haven't played and stuff I haven't watched. Stuff I negative adjective, negative verb. You know? Stuff I fuck you. Just let me read my manga. Let me read my manga and watch my anime and fucking jack off. Just let me fucking jack off. What's the square root of a square? I don't know. I'd rather be jerking off. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's just, that's the entire, it's all one. I see. Woo! Come on. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's fucking go. fucking butter, dude. Hell yeah. It's so goddamn satisfying. And also watching when you get like a real thick chunk of grime and you watch the meter slide down real fast, that's real nice too. Like, it's so good. It's so fucking good. Makes me feel fresh. Makes me want to come. I'm going to come. You can say it in the sense that you're going somewhere. I'm going to come. Oops, I keep fucking doing that. It's not tab now, it's Q. Nope, I may as well. Come on. Here we go. Yeah. Just keep that open. Oops. Just so I know, I don't have to click out every single time. It's easier on games like Terraria. But on games like this, where you have to click out every single time and pause and blah blah blah, let's keep it open. What that is that I'm keeping open, blah blah blah, whatever, you'll never know. I will never tell. Not to say that it's anything bad, it's just a little embarrassing. You know, there's those things that are just kind of just a little bit embarrassing that you'd rather not. Because it makes you look desperate or whatever. Who am I kidding? Bam. Bam. Funfair stall. Funfair stall. There we go. Funfair hookah duck. Hookah duck? Why are you mixing hookah and duck? Uptown floor is gross. Uptown floor is gross. Oh, this is the better version. The better swizzle nozzle. The better swazzle. Swazzle nozzle or swizzle nozzle. Maybe not that. It's wild that people, like white people, were out here saying, "Oh shizzle my nizzle," as if it meant nothing. That's fucking nuts. Who allowed them to say that shit? That's bananas. Fucking bonkers. Considering the types of things white people usually say, like bananas and bonkers. Who's out here saying that? Fucking me. Well, I'm not people. I'm not a person. Well, I guess a person, yeah. I'm a clown. They count as people, but not as humans. I wish there were, well, actually probably not, because there would be so much racism, or speciesism, I guess, against demi-humans. but it'd be nice to have demi-humans so that terminology like that would be more commonly known. Like, I'm like, does people, to me, it's up in the air whether people is human only or not. But, like, I guess it's not, because, like, vampires are people. Vampires are people, too. Or, like, werewolves, I guess, are people. But, like, I don't know. Just because there are humans, humans are the only sapient humanoid, considering the fucking word, humanoid creatures. The only people are humans. And so people has an inherently human feel to it because there are only humans. But if there were things other than humans, such as demi-humans, we would know. Or it would be a fucking racial term. Demi-humans are not people. Bleh. You know? So maybe it's a good thing that we don't have demi-humans, because good lord, I can only imagine some of the disgusting, vile shit people would say to them. Would be... Sweet. Ding. Fucking McFucking ding. Ding. Fucking dinging up a storm out here. Open here, Oppenheimer. Once I get like 99% done, the things that'll be left are gonna be on opposite sides of the fucking map. I'm sure, because I'm going about this so weirdly, so strangely, in that there is no method. I'm just going to what I see next each time. Beautiful. Here we go. It's kind of hard to call it Nutsville when there's a fucking castle, you know? I suppose this... What... Okay, never mind. I was about to say, what kind of era are we living in? But modern era. Modern era, considering all this shit. It's kind of hard to say otherwise, but I was about to say that this seemed like maybe 1700s, 1800s, considering the fucking castle. It's a little hard to... What was even the whole point of it? Point of what I was saying originally? Oh, that's right. I was going to bring up the fucking, like... What do you think the political discourse is like in Nutsville? Or, oh no, it was hard to call it Nutsville when there's a fucking castle where I'm assuming royalty lives. If it were the 1700s and 1800s, it would not be called Nutsville. It would be called Great Nutsonia or something. Some shit like that. The capital city of the nation of Nut. Which still, I don't get, because it's beans. The whole point is beans. There's different bean residents, and the whole... It was themed after your mom's saying, which was cool beans. I don't get it. I don't understand why it's called Nutsville. Hopefully, at the end, he'll tell us why. Hunter Lode. Hopefully Hunter Lode will give us an answer. And if he doesn't, I'll fucking choke him to death. God, this nozzle's nice. It's so nice. Except for, like, really far away, I guess. Because it misses some spots. These earbuds are going to drive me more insane. Which I previously thought was an impossible thing to do. Come on. Get rid of that soap. Oh, what the hell? Just went pew off to the side there. Ghost water. Here we go. That's better. Ugh. Ugh. Beautiful. Ooh! Fucking melt it. Melt it like tobacco. God damn, that is nice. God damn, that is nice. The sound is fun too. This was one of those useless talents I had. I'm like, I can make the sound of a machine gun. Check this out. And people are like, oh, we're gonna eat lunch over here. You can stay here. Don't follow us, please. Believe it or not, people were friends with me out of pity in school. They're like, yeah, they're part of the friend group to my face, but then they're like, it's just because, you know, I feel bad for him. He's always alone. Damn. Well, that sucks. And that was me. Those were my thoughts at the time. Thinking back on it, I don't really fucking care. I never liked school. I never found school to be fun. There were a few classes that I enjoyed, but more often than not, the teachers themselves made it suck, or the classmates made it suck, because the classmates made my experience annoying or awful, or they caused so much ruckus in the class that our class was treated as the trouble class, and we never got to do anything fun. I remember the only religion class that I ever enjoyed got taken away from us like a fourth of the way through the year because classmates were being fucking annoying, and it was about cults. It was a whole year learning about different cults, and I was like, damn, that's cool, in a morbid curiosity kind of way, in the way that us Gen Z typically are. Well, sorry, in the way us blah blah are, but it got taken away from us. I was so mad because that shit was so cool. We learned about Om Shinrikyo, we learned about Jonestown, we learned about Heaven's Gate, we learned about the Branch Davidians, of course we learned about the Mansons. Of course. But of course we learned about the Mansons. You can't not learn about the Mansons. Which is wild because, I mean, I guess that wouldn't really be a thing taught in school, just in general. But, like, it's such a big thing. It's such a cultural touchstone. It's kind of like how when World War II is taught in schools in America, it's just Japan blew up Pearl Harbor, and then World War II happened, and then we won. That's all that happened. What do you mean Japanese internment camps? I think I did learn about those, though. I think that was part of the history lesson on World War II, was the Japanese internment camps. But a majority of the whole lesson was Pearl Harbor, World War II happened, D-Day. I believe D-Day was World War II. It's been a long time since school, so I couldn't tell you 100% if D-Day was World War I or II, but I'm pretty sure it was 2. I'm like 90% sure. We'll go with 90, yeah. I mean, in Clownlandia, in school in Clownlandia, I mean. I suppose we could just adjust the lore to make it so that I arrived here as a child. Arrived in America as a child. I mean, what lore? Blue. It's such a struggle because I'm always so excited to think up lore, But the moment I have to act it out, I'm just like, ah, I feel so cringy. I know there's the whole don't kill the part of you that's cringe, kill the part of you that cringes. And I get that, and I want to, but it's so hard to just get rid of years worth of being looked at and going, and people going, what a fucking weirdo. It's so hard to get rid of that, especially as someone as self-conscious and like approval seeking as myself. I just wanted to be cool in school, you know? And I fucking became an outcast because of it. Because I did really weird, gross, dumb stuff in failed attempts to be cool. And then I became pitiable. So whenever I try to act out lore, I'm like, ooh, it's whoa, because I can't be honest with myself. Everything here turns into a fucking therapy session. Get used to it. It's because I probably need therapy. I want to get therapy, but like, I mean, first of all, it's expensive. Second of all, I don't have healthcare. I suppose that's like 1A and 1B. But mainly, the way my brain works doesn't digest therapy. My brain can't really digest therapy in a way that's improvement, that improves myself, because I don't see it in a way of, like when they're like, so next time that happens, try to think of it this way. I'm like, okay. And then I don't, because I forgot. And because it's so knee-jerk of a reaction to think about it the way I always have thought about it for X years, the 1,000, upwards of 1,000 years of my life that I've done it, versus 2 months ago I was told to try that, and now that it happens, it's so much easier to just think about it the way I always have. Plus, in a weird way, feeling bad for myself feels kind of good. I don't know if that's relatable at all to anybody, but sometimes it's really nice to just like wallow. It feels good to pity myself. And it's so much easier. It's so much easier than admitting the truth of, like, I could do better, but I'm not. It's so much easier and so much nicer, so much more comfort. It's like a blanket of filth, where instead of being like, I could do better, I can just be like, I'm worthless. Blah, blah, blah. I can never change. And it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. My tit talk. Top 10 boobs. It's like one boob per person, right or left. You thought maybe top 10 boobs meant the top 10 sets of boobs? Nope. One boob each. Tilda Swinton's right boob. It's like that Onion quiz. That was like, I don't remember what the first part of it was, but the second part was, we'll tell you which NSYNC member's testicle you are. It's like that. Pizza restaurant table. Downtown pizza restaurant table. Downtown pizza. I was like, what does that fit in? I know that fits in a song, but I can't remember what song it is. Downtown pizza restaurant table. Downtown pizza restaurant table. Downtown pizza restaurant table. Downtown pizza restaurant table. Restaurant table. Pizza table. Table. Table, 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 table. Damn, 89%. We're fucking cruising, my guy. My fellas. My fellows. We talked about a lot of shit today. And it is only just about just under 2 hours that I've jabbered on about so much. It's so tough to figure out how much to talk about because I want to talk about as much as there is time in the stream, but if I talk about so much, there's not going to be anything left to talk about in future streams. And I could just talk about the same thing in a stream in the future, but I can't keep doing that. Bigfoot's clever, all right. Not only can he track us, but it can even read our writing. Literate, you mean? It's literate? Heck, a while back I saw it getting into a helicopter. Is it a dog? Or is it just a hairy man? Is this Chewbacca as played by that one really tall guy? Do y'all know that the guy who played Chewbacca, when they were doing whichever Star Wars it was, where they were in the forest of Endor, it was shot in a forest in California, and the guy who was playing Chewbacca at the time, whenever they weren't doing the scenes, he had to have 2 people walking around with him at all times, so people did not mistake him as Bigfoot and shoot him. And that's just, oh god. What a fucking time to be alive. Where you can be playing one of the most beloved characters in an immensely beloved franchise, and you could be walking around in a giant fuzzy suit in a forest in California and somebody might shoot you. Even though you're this super famous, well, I mean, considering the fact that I don't remember his name, it's always hard with those ones that you don't see the face of. Like, everybody knows, it's like Luke Skywalker, it's Mark Hamill, and Han Solo, it's Harrison Ford, and not Julia Child. The fuck is her name? Carrie Grant? No. Princess Leia is Carrie something. I'm gonna look it up. Princess Leia. Played by Carrie Fisher. That's who it is. But C-3PO, Chewbacca, Greedo, not Greedo, like Jar Jar Binks. Everybody knows Andy Serkis as Gollum, but that's because it's fucking Andy Serkis. He does those roles. He's the what's his name, Caesar from Monkey Planet movie. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. He does those types of roles, like Doug Jones, which is a name you probably don't know, but I fucking love Doug Jones. I think he's a fantastic actor, because also he was in John Dies at the End, which, if you haven't seen, please watch. Weird fucking movie, based on a weird fucking book, the sequel of which I'm very sad that they never made a movie for, probably because the John Dies at the End movie didn't do that great, because it's very cheesy, and it's definitely a B movie. But dear God, is it fantastic. Also, it has Paul Giamatti in it, and Doug Jones, who is a character actor, and he was the fish guy in Hellboy. He was the fish guy in Shape of Water. He was the Pale Man and the Satyr in Pan's Labyrinth. And he's just a fantastic actor. And he plays a real creepy in John Dies at the End. But the sequel book to John Dies at the End is, I believe it's called Don't Read This Book, It's Full of Spiders, Seriously Dude, Don't. Something like that. Fantastic book if you are into, like, weird apocalypse books. Because it is an apocalypse. Real fucking weird one. And I ended up reading that book first. Because back then, when I read it, I had a Kindle. And sometimes the Kindle recommends books to you. And based on the weird fucking shit I read at the time, it was like, what about this book? And I was like, ha ha ha, funny title. And I was like, whoa, this is trippy. And then I found out it had a prequel, John Dies at the End. Which I'll let you decide. I'll let you find out whether or not John dies at the end. The ending may surprise you. Regardless, great book. Great book, great movie, great sequel book. I wish there was a sequel movie. And Paul Giamatti's in it. And he plays a black man, kind of. Not in the way you think. That's a purposeful misdirect. But he does technically play a black man. You'll see. You'll see what I mean if you watch it. He does say the N-word. If you are averse to, I mean, there's a lot of swearing in that movie, but it does have Paul Giamatti saying the N-word. So if you are averse to scenes such as those, do not watch it. But if you're cool with that, please watch it. Fantastic movie. So good. It's also got nudity in it. There's nudity in that film. Nudity. Bing. It's so hard to, like, get a good tracking on some of the things. Get a good, like, view. It's hard to point the cursor correctly. Beautiful. There we fucking go. There we fucking go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. '91. Oh. Midtown Hedge. Midtown Hedge. Fuck you up. Midtown Hall. Midtown Town Hall. Gus Movie Horse. There we are. There's the sludge. The gudge. Look at all that gudge. Look at all that gudge, bitch. There's a lot of fucking gudge up in this bitch. More gudge. There we go. Bing. Oh, is it on this side, I bet? Yep. Yup. Y'all remember Storage Wars? Is that still going on? I don't know. That movie, or that show was wild. I also heard there was a lot of planting done in that show, which is a bummer. All I remember is Barry White was... Not Barry White. I don't remember what his last name was. But Barry. Barry was fucking cool. We loved Barry in our household. He was a cool guy with cool cars. And we hated Dale. Look at that. Precise maneuvering. Precise maneuvering and satisfactory cleaning. Bing, 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 bing. Bing. Downtown, Foundtown. My fucking fingers itch. Am I having a stroke? I might be having a stroke. A stroke. Trumpet store. You can tell that this is either a very small town or not the modern era because there's a fucking trumpet store. Unless that's just a music store, in which case you can definitely tell that it's not the modern era because it's not a fucking guitar center. Because there's no music stores that aren't fucking just guitar stores, or I don't know, not even like drum stores. I mean, I guess Guitar Center probably has just everything. Drums and guitars and whatnot. Schmidt Music, I guess, is the only one that I can think of off the top of my head that has more classical instruments like horns. But yeah. You'd never see a an instrument store that has a fucking French horn. I'm assuming, well, maybe not a French horn. I don't even know what those horns are called. The ones that are just a loop. I mean, French horns are technically a loop, but there's a lot more inside the loop, and then there's also, what are they called? Valves? Finger valves. There's also 3 valves. So it's more than just a loop, but that one's literally just a loop, and you see it a lot in, like, medieval stuff. So I'm wondering what that one's called. But it's that one. You'd never see that on I mean, you'd never see a French horn either. Ooh, secret treasure. You'd never see a French horn on an instrument store either. Death to you, butterfly. Death to brunch women. I know I say that a lot. It's one of my stims at this point. If I say death to, most of the time the next words that'll come out of my mouth are brunch women. Or all brunch women. Do I have like a bug bite on my hand or fingers or something? God, itchy as fuck. Itchy as fuck. Itchy as fuck. That shit is itchy as fuck. Itchy as fuck. Oh yeah. Here we go. What is that? Why am I going boom, boom, boom? Why is that happening? I suppose it's because of these things. Possibly because of these things. Damn, we are actually almost done. I really expected this to take the whole stream, I'll be honest. I mean, it's taken about half the stream, which is quite a fucking bit. But I expected it to take more. If I'm being real. Okay, let's clean up this outer area. Melt it like butter. Like butter. Like botard. Botard. I don't remember what botard is. I think it's like a type of food. Botard. It's like a sausage something? I don't remember. Or like a liver. Some liver something or other. I don't fucking know. Botard pate. Something like that. Some shit like that. I don't really know or care enough to know fully. It's something French, so, like, who cares? Who cares besides the French? And everybody knows the French don't get opinions. The French aren't allowed to care about things. God, each time things keep updating in my Discord, and my Discord is right next to my little chat window, so I keep thinking somebody's here. Somebody chats. But no, nobody's here, and nobody's chatting. Nobody's chatting because nobody's here. I am itching my hand again. I'm just gonna chill. Nobody's here, so I'm just gonna chill on the talking a little bit. Just for a little while. I know it's probably good to keep talking, because then I don't... Like, for some reason, whenever I stop doing something for a while, it feels weird, or it feels wrong, or I don't really remember how to get back into the flow of it. So when I stop talking while streaming, and I want to start talking again, I don't, because I don't end up doing it because it feels difficult to get back into the flow of it, you know? So all things considered, I probably should keep talking. But, like, not really talking to anybody. So, it's not much of a point. Or rather, no one's here to listen. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. Look at that transformation. Barry, where are you? Barry Hoover, where are you? Once again, caught my attention. But it was not a cheddar. It was simply something updating in my Discord. Beautiful. Beautiful. Simply terrific. Oh, look at that. Fucking bend it around it. Bend it like Beckham. Big ham. Big ham. There we go. Absolutely stellar. Absolutely fucking stellar. Hell yeah, now I'm getting the hang of it. Now I'm getting the fucking hang of it. It's a little harder to see when you do that, but it gets fucking results. Look at that. Fucking spotless. Hell yes. Spotless as far as the eye can see from the holy fuck. Spotless as far as the eye can see from this one specific spot. Look at that. What dirt? I don't know what fucking dirt you're talking about. There's no fucking dirt here. You must be hallucinating. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Oops. Let's try that again. There we go. Hell yeah. I fully forgot about cleaning this outer edge. Whoops. Bing. I suppose this is the level that people would see at, you know? It's as though I'm a small, tiny person in the village itself. This is actually really fun. I hope they make a POWERWASH Simulator VR, a POWERWASH Simulator 2 VR. That'd be cool. Although I get unbelievably nauseous in VR, which is my own damn fault because I don't use it enough to get used to it. I haven't used it in a long time, actually. At least not since I moved. And even then, quite a bit before I moved. Garden hedge. There you are, sneaky bastard. There you are, sneaky bastard. Sneaky bastard, botard. Come on, here we go. Cool, much better. God, that noise fucking freaked me out for a second. And I felt a bug on my arm, but it was just my hair moving. Just a little bit shifting from humidity or whatever. Oh, hello there. Mr. E-Dirt. Mr. E-Dirt. Mr. E-Dirt. Hello there, class. My name is Mr. E-Dirt. There we are. Alright, okay. You. Any? Aha. Bam. Tree. Singular tree. Bam. There's dirt. Oh, there's fucking smorgasbord of dirt over here on this fucking little place. Okay. House painting. Why the hell is that? What the fuck? Who has a painting of that, painting like that in their fucking house? Why would somebody put their... Why would somebody paint that? Like, this makes sense. It's the fucking castle. Why is... Maybe it's a clue. Maybe it's a clue! Whoa! It's lore! Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Ooh, 96. Nice. It's where you rub your butts against the back of each other's heads. It's the hottest sex move of all. And you can tell I've had sex because I call it a sex move. Yeah, I've had sex. Let's just say I've had sex. I've done the sex quite a bit. We'll just leave it at that. I know how to sex. Really good. Like, really good. I'm so good at sexing. Girl, you would be so pleasured. So many tiny splotches that I can't... Come on, man. Is it this whole... Oh, it's this whole thing. Okay. I thought it was just the house part. There we go. Cool. Much better. Ooh. Shiny brass. Or bronze. One or the other. One or the other. One or the other. Here we go. Axe. Body spray. Body spray. Body spray. Oh, is it under? Not really, actually. Or is it this part too? Yeah, it is this part as well. That's why. There we go. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. We're getting there, fellers. We're getting there, fellers. Cool, cool. 97. 97. Cool, good. Cool, good. Come on, motherfucker. Get clean for me. Get clean for me, please. Ah, I see. There we go. Much better. Good, good, cool, cool. You are dirty. You are dirty stuff. Oh, it's the whole wall. I see. Ah, that would explain it. Uh-huh. That really does explain it. There it is. Beautiful. Oh. That I have yet to... Oh, I see. Cool. Oh, oh. Downtown. Oh, boathouse. Aha. Aha! There we are. Cool and good. And you. And you. And you. Uh-huh. And you. Uh-huh. And you. Cool, cool, good, good. And you. And you. Yep. And you. Mm-hmm. And you. Uh-huh. Mountain bushes. Outskirts trees. Village hall well. Harbor. Harbor is, I believe, yeah. Aha! There you are. Cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. That is all well and good. Every single one of it is well and good. Wonderful. Village hall, or outskirts. Whale. Outskirts whale. You. Good, good. Cool, cool. Mountain bushes. Fun fair. And then the castle. Outskirts. Oh, here we go. All right, cool. Sweet, sweet. Sweet, sweet. This will probably take up until my short break, so we'll finish this level and then we'll take a short break. I have a small thing in the works for my friend, from my friend, not for my friend, from my friend, that I paid her to do. And I'm really excited to show y'all for part of a new BRB screen, because I don't want to just keep using the Family Guy death pose image for the BRB screen, because that's for the thanks for watching screen. But I'm very excited to show it. Fun fair. All right, cool. Whoop. There we go. There we are. Here we go. Funfair bushes. Standing stone bushes. Funfair bushes. Funfair flower. Funfair flower. Outskirts bushes. Funfair bushes. Where else are there funfair bushes? Oh, are you? You are funfair bushes. I see. That's why I was getting confused. Because I thought you were castle bushes. Castle bouchers. Castle boucher me. There we go. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. Now, oh, gnome. Gnome. Hello, gnome. I love you, gnome. Cool, cool. Good, good. I'm gonna clean this fucking horse for the billionth time. I'm gonna squirt the horse. I was really tempted to name the stream Squirting Hunters Nutsville, but I was like, maybe that'll be a little too raunchy. A little too raunchy for the guidelines. But Squirting Hunters Nutsville was duly considered, worry not. And it was very tempting, I'll be honest. But I'm pretty brand new here. I don't want to get kicked out. I don't want to get kicked out before I fucking made a name for myself. I already made a name for myself. It's Pagliacci. Ha 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 ha. Feels weird being called that because I'm so used to being called something else online, like my personal online name, which is just so different. It's such a different format because it's just a single word, and it's a word from the English language. So having this like first name and last name that are both not words is a little weird. Is a little weird. Bing. Bing. When I look behind him, it'll look like a trail of shit. Get all that up there. Cool, cool, good, good. Wonderful. Ba ba ba. Bing. Bingo bongo. Bingo bango bongo. Bing. 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 Poopied your fucking diaper, bro. What a fucking loser. Just kidding, I love the gnome. I love the gnomes. I don't want to be here. I want to be reading manga. It's really hard not to get disillusioned and just give up on a stream that nobody's tuned into a single time. You know what I fucking mean, dog? You know what I really mean? I might just call it good after finishing this. I know, I have some friends who only stream for like 3 hours. It'll be the same, kinda. 2.5 hours, that's good enough. Just for today. Just because I have to do so much talking when doing these types of games, and if there's nobody here to fucking receive the talking, then there's not really a fucking point. IMHO. In my head, at least. In my head, okay. That's what IMHO stands for, clearly. In my head, okay. $99. Whoop, fuck. Castle Sanctum. You. I knew you were still a little dirty. Little dirty boy. You're a nasty, nasty boy. You're a little nasty boy. Oh, alright, Wordle. Go ahead and fucking jump scare me by reloading and flashbanging me. I would rather you just bang me normally. You know? Get it? 'Cause sex. The joke here is sex. Today is brought to you by the letter sex. Letter H. Oh, fuck. Oops. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. Do this without fucking ladders. I don't need any goddamn ladders. I don't need the help of a goddamn ladder. I can jump fucking meter in the air, bitch. I'm the strongest motherfucker in the world, bitch. Y'all ever seen that video? I feel like that... I always thought that video was like a classic viral meme video, but I guess it wasn't really. I've never seen anybody talk about it. I remember that video just having a chokehold on my brain for a long while, and I could have sworn it was a meme, but I don't think it really was. I think I fully made that up. Cool, cool. You. Cool, cool. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. What? Where? Oh, there. All right. Okay. Ah, I see. All right. There we go. Let's fucking go, dude. Where? Oh, there. Woo! Hell yeah. Right on time, too. God damn. Holy fucking shit. Imagine if it took into account the break I took between playing this game last. It's just like 2 minutes of nothing. Hey, Sprucey Village looks amazing. If only Ma could see it now, gleaming away like this. I'll give you one guess what she'd say. Cool beans, probably. Fortunately, she's not back from hot yoga till 7, so it'll have to wait. You fucker. You motherfucker. God damn it. Go to home, bass. Go to home, ass. Oh, what's this? Oh, I see. All right. It really looks like Adventure Time, huh? Cool, cool. Why can't I? Why is there no... Meow. Cute. Adorable. Adorable. What do I want to go for? Oh, actually... Well, for now, we'll definitely go for the gloves. Because the gloves are one of the few things I can see. And the boots. Because the boots are one of the only things I can see. Why can't I... Why isn't there anything else? Have they just not added it yet? I guess they just haven't really added it quite yet. I only have $20. I have many points. Hundreds of points even. But no cash. Fuck. Alright, what should I get? What should I get? Futuristic rug. Cool, cool. Is there anything that's free? No. Not anymore. No longer any free things. Oh, fuck. +1, what does that mean? Oh, I see. Split screen session, that's cool. Connect a spare gamepad to play split screen. What do you mean gamepad? Do you mean like a fucking controller? Ooh, this is cool. I'm getting that. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Oh, it's really small. That's a little bit of a bummer. It's really small. Buzzkill. Am I right? Am I right, ladies? The hell am I not getting? Is it like the inside? Does the inside need to be begotten as well? Yeah, sneaky bastards. also because it's so small that it needs to be so perfect, you know? Like with really large areas, quite a bit of it can be forgiven. Can I? No, I cannot. I can't even place it within the area. That's dumb. Put it over here. That'd be cool. Cool. Can I, do I have to, can I not? I can't do more than one? That's a fucking bummer. Alright, whatever, I guess. What's new? Make yourselves at home. If the next one is interesting, eh. 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 Nah. It'll be an interesting one to come back to. I'm just fucking tired. I'm fucking tired. I want to read my manga, you know? So I'm gonna call it here. I'm just a little tired baby boy. So I'll see you fucking later. Bye-bye.